Okay, we're going to multiply and divide integers today. Multiply and divide integers. And integers are positive or negative whole numbers. Multiplying and dividing these are super easy. My multiply and divide rules are the same. So if you will write this down, it's very important. Here are your rules. A positive times, I'm going to use a dot, a positive equals a positive. A positive times a negative equals a negative. Negative times a negative equals a positive. And if you need this one, a negative times a positive equals a negative. The same rules go for division. A positive number divided by a positive number equals a positive number. A positive number divided by a negative number equals a negative number. A negative number divided by a negative number equals a positive number. A negative number divided by a positive number equals a negative number. Now, these, let's see, these two you've been doing since second and third grade. These are easy. These and these are the same. It's just I flip-flopped the positive and the negative, which doesn't make a difference. Now, this one in the middle, this is the one that always made the least amount of sense to me. A negative and a negative somehow makes a positive. So the way I remembered it, if I have two negative signs, those two negative signs can make one plus sign. So if I transform these two signs, I'm going to transform them into one plus sign. It's like magic. They want to be together. This poor subtraction sign, this poor little negative is so lonely. He really wants a friend. And so they get together and they are positive and they are happy together because two negatives make a positive. This is one instant where two wrongs make a right. Two wrongs make a right. If that helps you remember it, then that helps you remember it. And that is honestly it. Do this under go. 2 times 4 equals 8. It always has, and it always will. But if we have a negative 2 times 4, that's negative 8. If I have 8 divided by 4 equals 2, 8 negative divided by positive 4 equals negative 2, because this lonely negative sign is all by itself. If I have two negatives, well, now they can be best friends. These two negatives right here, well, they can just be the best of friends, so they're going to make a positive 2. And if I have a, let's see, 8 divided by a negative 4, we have this lonely little guy right here. So he's all by himself, and he has to stay lonely forever. Now, that being said, if you have multiple numbers, if you have a negative and a positive and a negative, you're going to get these two guys are BFFs, and they can come together, so you get a positive. If you have a negative, and a negative, well, guess what? You can only have two guys be friends. These two are friends, and this guy's left alone. So this is a sad relationship. If you have negative, 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 well, these two guys can be friends, and these two guys can be friends, and so everybody's happy.